So the Pittsburgh Steelers just found a really sneaky solution at a specific position. That position's quarterback. And you guys are kind of in a situation that Aaron Rodgers, he's essentially trying to hold you guys hostage. But one thing that I really like, head coach Mike Tomlin and the team's brass, they're showing some brass. They're taking this situation into their own hands. And it's been reported that they just talked to another quarterback ahead of this 2025 season. And I'm going to cover this. This is Sports Talk Steelers, brand new channel. Would love to grow this with you. I'm going to be here for an impartial view on your team on a daily basis. Hit the subscribe button. Would love for you to join us. Let's grow this together. So, kind of looking at a season where you guys had Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. You can argue that Aaron Rodgers is the top prospect. He just spent 6 hours at the facility the other day. But according to Tom Pelissero of the NFL Network, Alabama Crimson Tide product Jaylen Milroe, he had dinner in Tuscaloosa on Tuesday night before his pro day. And this was with Tomlin, Steelers GM Omar Khan, and quarterbacks coach Tom Arth. Now, once again, this is the day before his pro day, and here's what Milroe had to say about his performance. A lot of people wanted me to run. I gave everybody what they wanted. My goal was to get in the 4.3s, so goal completed. So, I mean, the intriguing thing on this guy, he's one of the most really exciting players in this draft, in my opinion. He took center stage during his pro day. And kind of backing up after his combine performance earlier this month, Bleacher Report's NFL scouting department actually ranked him as the 5th best quarterback in the class, number 79 overall. And a big talking point about him, right? He told a team that he would run the 40 in 4.3 seconds. So what did he do in this pro day? His unofficial 40 time on Wednesday wasn't quite that fast, but it was close at 4.37 seconds. Now, why is that significant? If his official time ends up being 4.37 seconds, it would be the second fastest 40 ever recorded for a quarterback. Guess who was number one? Michael Vick. He was timed at 4.33, just a hair behind him, and that was in 2001, and obviously that led to Atlanta picking him number one overall in the draft. He had an amazing career, but the thing is, there's much more to the quarterback position than just speed, right? This is where Milroe might have a little bit of work to do. He needs a little bit of development. And his scouting report about him from Bleacher Report, Dane Parson, he noted that the Alabama star can be too eager to pull the ball down at times and bail out of clean pockets. I mean, that's for real something that needs to be coached out of him. But he's got a lot of positive traits here. And according to Parson as well, he has a, quote, dynamic arm talent. Plus, he has the ability to create big plays in the running game. That was evident in his college tape. He had 1,257 rushing yards and 32 touchdowns over just the past 2 seasons. And really, the comparison on him that Parson uses, he likens him a lot to Jalen Hurts, only he says he's Jalen Hurts with a jetpack and a stronger arm. Things may have worked out just fine for Jalen Hurts, right? He had a lot of the same knocks on him coming out of the same college, coming out of Alabama, and the Eagles were really criticized for using a second-round draft pick on Hurts in the 2020 draft. But here's one of the things that there's a similarity between the teams. Jalen Hurts was almost immediately provided with 2 essentially number 1 receivers, with Brown leading the way. The Steelers have kind of done a similar thing. We have the veteran and DK Metcalf, and also you guys have GP. You guys have Pickens as well. So he would immediately have pretty similar targets, pretty similar receivers as far as skill, as far as names that Jalen Hurts had. So he'd be leaning into a really good situation coming to Pittsburgh. Just a really nice landing spot. It's even nicer maybe at the outset if Aaron Rodgers will sign. That would give Milroe at least a year to develop before potentially moving into the starting role in 2026. So that was a huge meeting. It came the night before his pro day. That was also when Tomlin was seen chatting with Kalen DeBoer. If you don't know who he is, he coached the quarterback on the Crimson Tide during the 2024 NCAA football season. So The Steelers are holders of the 21st overall pick. The 2025 NFL draft could also be an alternative route. I mean, Tomlin could add a quarterback regardless if Rodgers or Wilson, or if you guys just roll with Mason Rudolph. I think that's a good play as well. Milroe could develop basically behind any of those guys, and you might actually have something special. Looking at him a little more, the 22-year-old, he declared for the draft this year, but that was after 4 years of college, so he's a more mature prospect. I really like that he spent all 4 years in college. He went total 21-6 in 27 starts. He completed 64.3% of his passes. Now, as far as arm talent, to go with that rocket pack, to go with that strong arm, that's nothing to sneeze at. 64.3% as a success rate. That's pretty good. And he threw for 6,016 yards, 45 touchdowns, and granted something he's got to cut down on, 20 interceptions. But he showed during his time in Alabama actually how dangerous he can be as a player. He racked up 1,577 rushing yards. He averaged 4.2 yards per carry for a total of 33 rushing touchdowns. It's so impressive. And Tomlin faces so many changes on this squad. He's doing his due diligence. Couldn't keep Justin Fields. I think he was the first choice. Now it looks like Aaron Rodgers is the second choice. Thank goodness you guys brought Mason Rudolph in to hold it down if needed. And I think Jaylen Milroe would be a really nice draft pick. I don't think you have to use the first rounder on him. You don't have a second, but he very well could still be there in the third round. And that's where I would absolutely snatch him and put him on this team as a developmental quarterback. Just the talent's there, the arm talent's there, the speed is definitely there. Just an exciting player, and I think it's something to consider. So you just don't want him to start immediately this year. You guys let me know on the comments what you think. It's been so much fun covering your team. Like I've said before, as a Bears guy primarily, Justin Fields, he brought me here. My dislike for Aaron Rodgers might keep me here. But I'm just really enjoying giving you guys news on the daily on your team. Check out my Bears channel as well, and I'll talk to you soon.